Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our January monthly tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside King of MOBA, Jensen Go.
Wow, that's quite a title that you've given me over there. King
Hey.
of MOBA. Well, I mean,
Is-
I did bring multiple League of Legends teams to the top of the domestic circuit.
Yeah, of course.
And
Like, so, you rightfully own that title and wear it with pride. Anyway, we're watching a match here between William Au and Joshua Tan. Joshua here, I believe, should be playing Red, White, Burn. As usual, I've seen Joshua play plenty of times, but I haven't seen William play that much. And William looks like he's playing Skred Red. Oh man, oh man! Somebody was asking for to see the mono red deck on the stream, and this one might be the one. I don't know what William is playing, but it looks like he's playing Snow Covered Mountain, so this might be red deck wins. Do you know this deck? This
I mean,
deck is
Skred Raid was a deck that was in standard, like right before I started playing Magic. So
okay.
that was time Sparrow about there.
Uh-huh.
So it was a very interesting. It was a very large standard back then because
Right.
of Time Sparrow, and they ended the whole cold snap to the standard block as well.
Yep.
So
Okay, so but this deck, it's a mono red. It's essentially a mono red deck. It's a red deck wins. It plays one of three cards, or it plays all three cards, and the minute you hit one on the battlefield, like you should be winning this game.
both players have mulligan though.
Yeah, both players are mulligan. Well, I think Joshua has. I don't know. I don't think either player has an advantage when they mulligan.
But I guess raid deck wins is a very accurate way to describe this matchup because
Yeah.
no matter what, a raid deck will win.
Well, one of them's not, yeah. But anyway, Williams' deck, I saw a peek of it just now. So his deck has Blood Moon. So it plays one of three cards: Ensnaring Bridge, Blood Moon, and what's that? Oh, what's that spell with XX in it?
Starring Vin Diesel, Fast and the Furious 9.
Almost. XX is 20, right? Is XX 20? I think so. Anyway, Chalice of the Void, right? That's the one. So either one of these three cards, you hit it onto the battlefield, and your opponent's just not going to be playing Magic. So remember, we were talking about it last round. If you got the option to play Magic and or prevent your opponent from playing Magic, you choose the latter.
I mean,
Right.
but let's talk a little bit about a raid deck versus raid deck scenario because if both are playing kind of like burn decks with disruption being played inside it,
Oh, but
how is this matchup going to be played like? Because, burn versus burn, is it a question of who can draw the burn spells faster? We know one card is worth about between
3 points
two,
away, yeah.
two to three
three
damage about
or
there.
4 damage, yeah.
So this is more than this. It's up a little bit between 3 and 4.
But this matchup, like William isn't like a burn deck. It's Skred red, but it's a control deck.
So it's
The
a
f-
mono rate control.
Yes, sort of somewhere along those lines. But anyway, yeah, Joshua here able to land the Idol of the Great Revel to great effect, and then we see like Blood Moon, and if William here can land that Blood Moon, okay, go and get rid of the Idol of the Great Revel, take 2. And William can land that Blood Moon, I think he's in good shape. Yeah, there we go. Blood Moon cuts off Joshua from a white source. He doesn't have any basic planes in his deck. So what William wants to do is just to prevent Joshua from playing Magic. So he plays this Blood Moon. Non-basic lands are all mountains, which means that Joshua can only produce red mana. Full stop. That's all he can do, which is very problematic.
I mean, considering it's playing a raid deck of sorts, it's
Yeah.
not the worst. There are some decks that they just see the Blood Moon. Okay, we
Yeah,
move
and
the
then
game
we
to
screw, yeah.
we brought in the solutions to the Blood Moon.
Yeah.
But I think game one,
Game
he
one's
still
still
has the Grim
okay,
Lava
yeah.
Mancer on the board. He still has got ways to put pressure onto William over here.
Yeah, but you look at his hand. It just nullified one of the cards from his hand, which is the what you call it, the
Oblivion Ring?
not Oblivion Ring,
It's too
the
slow to be playing modern.
Helix, the Lightning Helix.
Lightning Helix, I see.
Right. So no access to Lightning Helix, no access to Boros Charm. Those are if we total up the amount of damage is 3 per Lightning Helix, so the 12 for the playset, and 16 for the playset of Boros Charms. And since Joshua has no, no basic planes, he's not going to be able to cast 28 points of damage from his deck. That's a pretty significant number. And what William is looking for now is a Chalice of the Void. If he is able to land 1 times Chalice of the Void, he is just going to lock out this game.
Explain to me what the creature Willem has on board at the moment.
Okay, so this is a Batter Skull. Let's go look for
that
it.
is Batter Skull.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't recognize that art.
Yeah, so this is the...
It's a lifelink
this-
creature, definitely
Yep.
very good against raid. I mean, it's an artifact, it's a living weapon.
Yeah, so it's a living weapon. Enters the battlefield, you create a 0/0 black germ creature token onto the battlefield, and then you attach a Batter Skull to it. So essentially it's free. And then you can pay 3 mana, and you'll get back, you can return Batter Skull to your hand. Joshua here going to activate, going to throw 2 more damage to your face. Bang, 10. He did play the Skullcrack earlier to prevent William from gaining any life. But how many Skullcracks does Joshua have? This cannot go on indefinitely.
I mean, right now for Joshua, he has to keep praying. Okay, I just want to keep drawing the raid cards. I need to find a solution to the Battle Skull, and face is a place to go. Whereas for Willem, I think the moment the Battle Skull it gets 1 hit through, and he's able to gain 4 life off that, that should put him in a very comfortable position. But he still doesn't have any threats in hand.
Yeah. So yeah, the main threat he's looking for is gonna be he does have Goblin Rebel Monsters, Rebel Master. Yeah. So having a little problem with tables and chairs, I see. Anyway. So Goblin Rebel Master hits in. They both hit in for a total of 5 points of damage. He's gonna gain 4 points of life, and this game is slowly slipping out of Joshua's hands. Now he has to deal with 11 points of damage with 3 lands within the next turn actually. So I don't think he's gonna get there.
I mean, we talked about 1 card being about 3 to 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
If you go at 3.5, that is 10.5 damage.
Yeah,
so
but
far.
it's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough. Because he doesn't have access to Boros Burn. Boros Burn is the only spell that deals 4 damage
And often
direct to the face. Yeah.
Lightning bolt to the face.
Yeah, and Joshua decides
the
to scoop
concession.
Yeah. He scoops it up, and William takes this game 1-0. Joshua not able to interact with that Blood Moon. So this is not mono red prison. This is Skred. This is just Skred red. So Skred red doesn't play Chalice of the Void, or doesn't play in the main board, and doesn't play Ensnaring Bridge because hey, I want my Rebel Master to attack. Well, Rebel Master can still attack if you have at least 2 cards in hand. Anyway, Joshua here trying to figure out what to sideboard, and in this case, like it's quite tough because
Do people ever put basic lands in the sideboard just to have
now
solutions?
you put it in the main board. Like you have to play it. If you were thinking that this is a strong card against your deck, you probably play main board. You play like some number of basic lands in your main board. It depends on how greedy you want to be. In the mono red deck, in the Naya burn or the Boros burn deck, like there's no real reason why you want to put a white plains in your deck when most of your spells are red. But it depends on how greedy you want to be. There's only 19 lands in the deck, and 6 of them are fetch lands.
Well, just to check, both of these players, they're currently at 3-0.
Yeah,
So this is a win and in.
this is a win and in. Yep.
And we've seen aggressive strategies do pretty well in the top table so far.
We haven't seen Affinity though today.
No artifact menace so far.
Yeah.
The
I'm
colors
quite
decks
sure.
we saw was mostly Eldrazi, but
Okay, yeah.
no affinity.
Mark Tan saying treat what? What, Mark? Use your words, Mark. Use your words. Anyway, if you just joined us, you are watching the January monthly tournament here at Grey Ogre Games, and you want to find out how you can be part of our Grey Ogre Games Invitationals for 2018, just head on down to greyogregames.com. Go find out how you can play, because standing in front of us is Jeffrey. I don't know. Yeah, What is Jeffrey doing? I think, did he finish his games already? It's only been 10 minutes. How can he finish his game so quickly? Anyway, yeah, Jeffrey was the winner for the 2017 Grey Ogre Games Invitationals. Won himself $1,500. And the rest of the field, just for sitting down, earned a minimum $150 just from playing.
Well, I guess that's
You
a
play Magic,
testament
yeah.
of Jeffrey's prowess as a player. He just sits down, the opponent looks at him, and he
It's
wins
like,
the
yeah,
first
no.
game so hard. He wins the first game so hard, the match just ends there.
That was about right. But yeah, Jeffrey is a pretty good player. Like Jeffrey, Pichun, our top three was Jeffrey, Pichun, Lun Yi. They're all like really good players, and every one of those players who made it to the Grey Ogre Games Invitationals, man, these guys are raising the bar, and yeah, and it's stuff like the invitationals and stuff like all these like seasonal qualifiers and stuff like that. They do raise the bar for competitive play, and rising, the rising tide raises all ships, and everybody gets better if you play against these. You just play
Let's
against
go
these
back
people.
to talking about this raid versus raid matchup. Now we have the slower kind of like Skred raid being played by
Yeah.
Willem and Joshua going with a much more aggressive build pre-board, but post-board. What do you think are the key cards we are expecting to see from both of these players, and are we going to see the same dynamic come true?
So Joshua, if he's playing Naya, okay, so if he does have green in his sideboard, or in his main deck, he will want to play Destructive Revelry. But I think he's only playing like Boros Burn, which means that he'll probably be putting in things like Smash to Smithereens,
Ancient Grudges?
Ancient Grudge.
If he's playing green, right?
Well, he's playing green, but the thing about like Ancient Grudge, if you're playing green, right, you want to go Destructive Revelry. Destructive Revelry is so strong. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, and then deal 3 damage to the controller.
Because it helps you raise as well, and he's not really looking to value out his opponent
Yeah,
over here.
That's
So
right.
he wants to stick with an aggressive game plan. And
On the
then
play,
you're
yeah,
playing
on-
artifacts. Okay, smash the smithereens. You play an artifact, take 3.
Yeah, exactly. So, Joshua's on the play. So, Joshua doesn't want to edit his deck too much. But if you're a burn player, right, and if you're an experienced burn player, you'll know that on the play and on the draw, like your deck is your deck is significantly different. What you want to be doing with your opponent, even outside of the hyper aggressive matchup, like it's totally different. So we'll see whether Joshua makes it out of this game, but looks like William's going to keep and Joshua's going to mulligan down to 6. I think it's a good option.
I forgot to order, so I forgot to press the order button and stuff.
Wow, good job. Sure, why not?
So what do you want for Guzman?
Oh, okay. Oh man, again there?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Fish lah.
there's some fishing Guzman.
Yeah, there is. It's like barramundi.
But okay, can.
Barramundi, I don't know what you all getting. Tacos?
I'm getting burrito.
Burrito?
Yeah.
Can you get me like one random anything?
Okay.
Like a burrito or something?
Let me get a barramundi burrito.
I'll look for it. Can.
Or barramundi something.
I'll just get whatever it's getting.
Okay.
Yeah. No, get some beef, man. Don't get fish. I can't. Anyway, Joshua here deciding to keep Skred to the bottom. It is a relatively land heavy hand, but he's got to watch out. The only thing that Joshua here needs to watch out is for that Blood Moon. Turn 1 Goblin Guide.
Cracks the fetch land and slow process of finding a stomping grounds. He's gonna be taking 3
alright.
off the board.
So looks like Joshua is playing green in his still in his deck. So I mean like we Joshua was saying that just go for the Boros burn. But looks like he's playing green, which means that he's got access to Destructive Revelry. Pretty good card.
Now this was one of the cards that I'm rather familiar with. It was around
Goblin
when I
Guide.
was still playing Magic.
Oh
It's
yeah.
from the original Zendikar.
Goblin Guide is amazing. Goblin Guide is way too good. It's such a broken card. I don't know anyone in the chat thinks that Goblin Guide is not a good card. Like you need to reassess yourself because this card is just amazing. 1 mana for 2/2 hasty. It goes right in with the aggressive game plan. Lightning Bolt here takes down the Goblin guy after drawing William a land.
I do have very fond memories of people laughing at me because I would always miss the land trigger when my opponents attacked me with Goblin Guy.
Oh no! But it seems like you're on the wrong side of that exchange.
That's I believe that for every Magic the Gathering player, there's going to be a period of time where you would think that red is beneath you. You go down there, it's like,
Oh.
ugh, what is this red deck win player? If the Hearthstone equivalent is like Face Hunter,
Face Hunter,
don't talk
right.
to me. So
Oh.
I'm pretty sure everybody goes through the phase and they consider red deck wins to be beneath them.
Yeah, then it's hot sauce. Okay, wait. I'll put it in the chat. Yeah. So Danny asking, Mick, what sauce do you want? Yeah, hot sauce, like really hot, like smoking hot, like put it in your mouth and your tongue, like melts, kind of hot.
You do realize that I'm getting the same thing as you, right?
Yeah, I know. Awesome, right? Okay, well, I'll go and tell Danny.
I'm in for a bad time. And the Blood
Okay.
Moon does resolve.
Yep. Blood Moon resolves, but of course Joshua floats mana before the Blood Moon resolves. And the Chalice of the Void, man, that's going to be annoying because Joshua has got spells up the wazoo, but he needs to get rid of that Chalice of the Void. Oh, what? Is that Chalice? No, that is Engineer Explosives. My bad, not Chalice, right?
Yeah, that I believe is Engineer Explosives to take out a whole bunch of 1-drops.
Yeah.
But now down to 9 life, I do believe William, he needs to be digging hard for the Battle Skull, all means of life gain. But just from Shocklands alone, Joshua has taken a fair bit, so looking for a big turn where he just chucks a whole bunch of raid spells at Joshua's face
Yeah.
to steal the round for himself was definitely still an option for William.
Mm. I mean, William swinging with a really big creature next turn. It's going to be like six total damage on the board. He's dealt him down to 10. Oh, Stormbreath Dragon also is a really good card to have. Chandra is a fantastic card to have, but William here just has to.
It's time to
has
go
to be a
with the
little bit
goblins.
worried, yeah. All right, so Joshua redirecting some of the burns to the Goblin Rebel Master, which
He's
is actually
definitely
very
afraid.
good. Yeah.
Definitely afraid of the big burn turn.
Yeah, man. No, Goblin Rebel Master is so big. Like, it grows each turn, and every turn you're dealing additional 2 points of damage if you're not dealing with it. So, Skullcrack, down to 6. Joshua here needs 2 burn spells. He's only got 1 card, of course. And I think that's not enough because Pia and Kian Allah is going to deal. So on the board is dealt 5 damage. He's got not enough to sacrifice. Yeah, he's got not enough to sacrifice to
Pops the
Pia and
explosive.
Allah. Yeah.
There's an open board and 1 card in hand.
So Pia and
William
Kian,
is in a pretty good position right
yeah,
now.
exactly. This is not a card that we see very often, but Pian Kian Allah enters the battlefield. So for 4 mana, you get a 2/2, and then 2/1/1 top the artifact tokens with flying. And for 3 mana, you can sacrifice an artifact and it deals 2 damage to target creature or player, which means that technically Joshua is dead on board. Oh, Chandra here. Gonna deal Joshua 2 points of damage, and man, Joshua needs to get rid of everything or needs to deal 6 points of damage this turn, which, well, I don't think that's happening. Since that's not a burn spell and that is a Rift Bolt. Da, da, da. And the handshake comes out and William takes the game.
Snow-covered mountains proven here to be better than mountains.
Yeah, just normal mountains. Like, honestly speaking, like if you could have snow-covered mountains, just put it in your deck. Like,
But
there's
usually
no.
aren't mountains already snow-covered? Ah.
Or not necessarily. Saman. It must be like one of those summer.
Must be the fault of global warming.
Yeah, exactly. Global warming sucks. All right. Anyway, that's the end of round 4. William takes it 2-0, and Joshua continues his losing streak on the feature match area. Before the camera started rolling, it's like Joshua said, "I always lose on the feature match area." Yep. You are not proving us wrong. You're not proving yourself wrong. Anyway, before we go, just want to remind you that you can join us on the stream Tuesdays, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Singapore time. You can go on down to YouTube to watch all the replays, youtube.com/GreyOgreGames, and check out our website, GreyOgreGames.com.
There's still 2 more rounds of action, and I do believe that there will be a PBDQ tomorrow.
Yeah, there'll be a PBTQ tomorrow, but we won't be streaming it. Yeah, I don't know. Are you going to be streaming it?
I
I know
don't think so.
I know I'm definitely not streaming that.
But
Yeah.
if you enjoy the content that we have here, please like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be right back, so don't go away.